Meghan and Jessica Mulroney have been really close long before the royal wedding, but some secrets that were bound to be kept in the dark are now revealed, which came off as an utter shock to the public. The question then arises, what was going on inside Jessica Mulroney's mind when she claimed that Prince Archie was a surrogate child? Is this going to be the last straw of the shattered frame of the Sussexes? If yes, is it true that the latter had ulterior motives for exposing her friend? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to discuss one of the brewing topics in recent days, all that point towards the lie that the Sussexes have been providing the media and the public hoping to get away with. What might happen to the couple now that their lies have been exposed? Are they finally going to admit the truth, or will they beat around the bush once more? The pair became friends while they were shooting in Toronto, and Jessica helped choose the wedding dress for Rachel, which was the name of the character Megan portrayed in the series Suits. It was even reported that Jessica would be accompanying the royal couple on their first royal tour through Australia, Fiji, Tonga, and New Zealand, and she was also on the guest list at Megan's baby shower in New York City in 2019. If they were supposedly this close to each other, what may have been the sole reason behind Mulroney's allegations of Megan's child? Mulroney, having played an immensely important role in her marriage as her stylist, had a fallout with Megan over a heated argument that happened last year. The rift between the two began when Mulroney was accused of using her white privilege to threaten a black influencer named Sasha. The incident sparked a public outcry, and Markle reportedly distanced herself from her friend, as it may have even stained her reputation for allegedly being close with a racist. Mulroney later apologized for her behavior and admitted to being ignorant and insensitive. Furthermore, Jessica also later issued a public apology, stating, "I want to say from my heart that every word of my apologies to Sasha over the course of the last 2 weeks privately, and again both publicly and privately today, is true." She appeared to make a reference to Megan by adding, "As I told you privately, I've lived a very public and personal experience with my closest friend where race was front and center. It was deeply educational. I learned a lot from that. I promise to continue to learn and listen how I can use my privilege to elevate and support black voices." But Markle, having been a vocal advocate for racial injustice, could no longer align herself with someone who didn't share her values. As for Moroni, she's currently taking time away from the public eye and focusing on her family, although it's quite unsure whether the two would work towards fixing their friendship. Would Markle still hold her values, or let her guard down for an old friend? But again, it's quite unfair if the other person refuses to change their behavior. After all, changing one's values is an extreme step, and the other person should be equally deserving of the same. But this wasn't the only time when Jessica overstepped her boundaries. There was an incident back in 2022 where the stylist was reported to slander Prince Harry, her best friend's husband. In the trailer of the Netflix documentary, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex talk about the royal family hierarchy and the troubles they faced during their marriage with tabloids, rumors, and with their own family members. It's really hard to look back on it now and go, what on earth happened? Harry said in a voiceover, "There's a hierarchy of the family. You know, there's leaking, but there's also planting of stories. It's a dirty game," he said. The pain and suffering of women marrying into this institution, this feeding frenzy, as footage shows his mother Princess Diana and Kate Middleton being followed by paparazzi. Meghan then says, "I realize they're never going to protect you." She posted a quote on Instagram story, "Best thing I ever did was learn how to move without the crowd," indicating her absence from the documentary. But coming back to the current news where Jessica was seen spilling the beans on Meghan's personal life, where she claims that Prince Archie is supposedly a surrogate child. But even if these allegations were true, it's high time that surrogate children should be normalized in the societal norm. It could be that Jessica Mulroney felt extremely humiliated after what happened in the social media spree, and needed to get back at Meghan for abruptly cutting off ties after the white privilege scandal broke out. Up until then, Mulroney and Markle had been the closest, with her helping out the Duchess with multiple tasks and even being her unofficial maid of honor. Is it true that the Sussexes hid the fact that Prince Archie may have been a surrogate child? Or is Mulroney just coming up with absurd ideas to get back after her silent hiatus? Comment down below what you think may have been the exact truth behind this scandal. Who was the truthful player all along? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more such videos.